In one of our JavaScript lecture, we have seen how to loop through properties using the for in loop. Let me execute once to show you the output, and you can see all the properties. But this code may not work in some situations as expected. Let me start making a few changes in this existing code. I will say const new obj is equal to object dot create parentheses, and I'm passing the obj, that is the object. Now let me add some properties in the new object with values. So I will say new obj.boxes is equal to 5 and new obj.price is equal to 50. And now I will use for in loop for extracting the properties of the new object. I will give new obj instead of obj. Now let's run the code and see what happens in the terminal. And we get all the properties, but it shows the properties of the original object as well. Now assume that I just want to get the properties which are added at a later stage to the new object. So for this, we have a method called hasOwnProperty. Now let me show you in coding. I will say if new obj dot hasOwnProperty in the bracket key, which checks that if the property is belonging to the new obj, and if that returns true, then we are going to display the key, that is console log key, which you already see here. Now let's save this and check the output. And now you see just two properties. So it shows that this object has these two properties which are owned by the new object. So hasOwnProperty is frequently used to check whether the properties are of that object or not.